Question 1. Explain what do you mean by check endorsing? Answer. Endorsing check ensures that the check get deposited into your account only. It minimizes the risk of theft. Normally, in endorsing check, the cashier will ask you to sign at the back of the check. The signature should match the payee. The image over here shows the endorsed check. Question 2. Explain me what is cashier's check? Answer. A cashier check issued by the bank on behalf of the customer and takes the guarantee for the payment. The payment is done from the bank's own funds and signed by the cashier. The cashier check is issued when rapid settlement is necessary. Question 3. Do you know what is crossed cheque? Answer. A crossed cheque indicates the amount should be deposited into the payee's account and cannot be cashed by the bank over the counter. Here in the image, number 2, you can see two cross lines on the left side corner of the check that indicates crossed cheque. Question 4. Do you know what is negative amortization? Answer. When repayment of the loan is less than the loan's accumulated interest, then negative amortization occurs. It will increase the loan amount instead of decreasing it. It is also known as deferred interest. Question 5. How do you keep staff members motivated as bank branch manager? Answer. Management job interview questions about motivating staff or delegating tasks are common in management interviews. When you answer them, you should focus on communication and team building. I do my best to show recognition and acknowledgement to all employees that meet goals, which keeps morale high and employees on task. Also, when applicable, I keep tasks interdependent within the team so that staff members require and encourage fellow staff members to complete their work. Question 6. Tell me what is credit netting? Answer. A system to reduce the number of credit checks on financial transaction is known as credit netting. Such agreement occurs normally between large banks and other financial institutions. It places all the future and current transaction into one agreement, removing the need for credit checks on each transaction. Question 7. How do you delegate tasks as bank branch manager? Answer. You should answer this question with specific examples of methods you use to delegate tasks. For each staff member, I create a sheet of detailed, relevant tasks and estimated deadlines. I then meet with each staff member individually to ensure they also agree to the deadlines and answer any questions they have. I also schedule regular work in progress meetings to check in on their status. Question 8. Do you know how bank earns profit? Answer. The bank earns profit in various ways: or banking value chain, or accepting deposit, or providing funds to borrowers on interest or interest spread, or additional charges on services like checking account maintenance, online bill payment, ATM transaction. Question 9. Please explain what is prime rate? Answer. Basically, prime rate is the rate of interest that is decided by nations, USA, largest banks for their preferred customers. Having a good credit score, much variable interest depends on the prime rates. For example, the APR, annual percentage rate, on a credit card is 10% plus prime rate, and if the prime rate is 3%, the current APR on that credit card would be 13%. Question 10. Explain me what LIBOR stands for? Answer. LIBOR stands for London Interbank Offered Rate. As the name suggests, it is an average interest rate offered for US dollar or euro dollar deposited between groups of London banks. It is an international interest rate that follows world economic condition and used as a base rate by banks to set interest rate. LIBOR comes in 8 maturities from overnight to 12 months and in 5 different currencies. Once in a day, LIBOR announces its interest rate. Question 11. Tell me, what do you understand by the GDP of the country? Answer. The final value of all the goods and services produced under the geographical area of a country is the gross domestic product of that country. GDP is calculated at consumption, investment, and exports, and imports are subtracted from the sum of these three. Question 12. Explain me what is bill discount? Answer. Bill discount is a settlement of the bill, where your electricity bill or gas bill is sold to a bank for early payment at less than the face value, and the bank will recover the full amount of the bill from you before bill due date. For example, electricity bill for XYZ is $1,000. The electricity bill company will sell the bill to the bank for 10% to 20% discount to the face value. Here, the bank will buy the electricity bill for $900 whose face value is $1,000. Now the bank will recover full amount of bill from the customer, i.e. $1,000. If the customer fails to pay the bill, the bank will put interest on the outstanding bill and ask the customer for the payment. Question 13. Tell me what is charge-off. Answer. Charge-off is a declaration by a lender to a borrower for non-payment of the remaining amount. When borrower badly falls into debt, the unpaid amount is settled as a bad debt. Question 14. Please explain what is the cost of debt. Answer. When any company borrows funds from a financial institution, bank, or other resources, the interest paid on that amount is known as cost of debt. Question 15. Explain me what is bank. What are the types of banks? Answer. A bank is a financial institution licensed as a receiver of cash deposits. There are two types of banks: commercial banks and investment banks. In most of the countries, banks are regulated by the national government or central bank.